I'm gonna say some, and the other parts of Brazil, they'll be like, no, we don't say that.
Yeah.
Okay.
In Portugal, we say comboio.
You know what I mean? See?
Wait, it sounds short.
They swallow.
Yeah,
Like,
right.
I hope they don't hate me. I don't mean any bad. Hello. Portuguese from Portuguese and from Brazil is completely different.
Yeah, it's like day and night.
Yeah. Not only like vocabulary wise, but also when we're talking about intonation, the way we pronounce the words, or even some letters. For example, the L in Portuguese is very well accentuated, while Portuguese we change it for U sound.
Oh. See, I didn't know that one.
Yeah. I listen to someone speaking Portuguese from Portugal. It feels like they're swallowing the letters. Like they swallow the vowels. You know what I mean?
I know what you mean, and then like also the stereotype is like the Brazilian Portuguese sounds like a melody, like a
Yeah,
song.
that's true, but that's
Like
completely
very
true.
wavy
We
and
talk with a lot of emotions instead of just talking like that.
Brazilian people talk with like more of an open mouth.
Yeah.
yeah.
It's like more expressive. Their lips.
Yeah.
much more. As a Portuguese from Portugal, I would say it sounds nicer. It doesn't sound so harsh. I think ours sounds a little bit too harsh.
I think it's nice to have those differences. What feel like the difference between English from England and English from America for us?
Right, of course, in the UK, there's a lot of dialects that Americans can't exactly distinguish either, and vice versa. There's a lot of dialects in America, but in Portugal and in Brazil, I heard there's a lot of dialects.
In Portugal, there's a big difference between south and north. So, like, the stereotype is that southern people sound very posh. They speak like, I don't know, very sweet, kind of. And then people from the north sound really aggressive. We use, I'm from the north, so we use a lot of swear words. Like, swear words are really casual for us. Of course, like not in like a business setting, but like talking to your friends, like a swear word is almost like a comma or just a way to end the sentence. You would say like, oh, the weather is really good, swear word. You know? And the Portuguese there is really, really heavy. Sometimes if they do some interviews on live TV or on television in Portugal, we will have subtitles for Portuguese from the islands.
That doesn't happen in Brazil. We don't have subtitles for Brazilian Portuguese. Honestly, if they talk like usually the way they would in some parts of Brazil, some other parts will just not understand at all.
Also, like a slang plays a big role, I think. because
Yes.
slang
Can you
is-
show me some slang from both dialects?
Oh, in Brazil it's so difficult because Brazil is huge. So I'm gonna say some, and the other parts of Brazil they'll be like, no, we don't say that.
Yeah.
Okay.
But okay,
Well, be quiet in the comments because you're mean. Alright.
I would say mano, man, bro, cara, véi, all the time. This is like bro, man, dude.
Really?
I'm trying to speak
We say
the
a lot of
first
manu.
words.
We say a lot of manu, but so much, like literally every sentence. Like the weather's really good, man. Like,
Well,
like
oh, I kind of
yeah.
like that. Ooh,
Yeah,
it has
would you-
little.
And we say like, and this is very slangy, but we say like filho, which means son. We're like, yo, son. Like, son, what's good? You know?
Wait, why is it similar to like US slang?
In the south of Brazil, I know they would use daí, ba, che a lot, which is like, mas que eu não acredito que você faz um negócio desse daí. So like,
That was cool.
daí.
I don't know what she said.
So like it varies a lot. Like when you guys curse when you're angry, it's like 2 words. We go like, like cursing non-stop.
Okay, in America we say night.
In Portugal, we say noite.
I love that. Noite.
Wait, why are you surprised? What do you say in Brazil?
It's the same word, but like the pronunciation is like, okay. In Brazil, São Paulo, we say noite. Some parts of Brazil, you're gonna also hear noite, which is like a TT. We say our T when it next after the T has a E, a lot of times, or the letter E. We're gonna pronounce this as a ch.
Oh, is the spelling the same for noite?
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure it is.
Yep.
Yeah.
Noite. Yeah, the same one.
Oh, so the T has more of a ch.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and E takes off the E.
Noite.
See?
Wait, it does. It sounds short.
They swallow!
Yeah, right. I never. I was thinking about it. Yeah, it makes sense. We do swallow.
They eat the words.
That's why it sounds more harsh, because like noite. Blah, blah, blah.
In America we say diamond.
In Portugal, we say diamante. I knew you were gonna laugh.
Okay, In Brazil, São Paulo, we say diamante.
Wait, but why does it sound cute?
Honestly, like it sounds nice. It just sounds like softer, nicer, you know?
In some places, you're gonna hear diamante. Closer to me, it's the southeast part. They would say diamantia.
Oh, that's very different. Diamantia.
I'm from São Paulo. There's a thing between Rio and São Paulo, so like, I hope they don't hate me. I don't mean any bad.
Diamant. Doesn't it sound a bit
It sounds
Russian?
kind of French.
Yeah.
It sounds a bit Russian.
What
like
is it in Russian though?
If you did, just came like diamant, I would be like,
French.
French.
je ne parle pas français.
In America, we say health.
In Portugal, we say saúde.
Like in Spanish.
Salud. Yeah, it's similar.
Where's the A?
Why does it sound like a Russian person speaking Spanish?
Oh, that's a good way to say it. That's a very good way to put it. In Portuguese from Brazil, São Paulo, we say saúde.
It's not a Brazilian word without a G.
Yeah.
If there's a D, it sounds like J. T, it sounds like Ch.
In America, we say train.
In Portugal, we say comboio. Have you heard it before?
I thought you were gonna come like trem.
No.
We're closer to you. We say trem.
Yeah.
Train.
Yeah, I don't know. It's so different. Comboio.
That's really different from Latin languages in general. I don't think.
Yeah, exactly.
In America, we say bus.
In Portugal, we say autocarro.
Autocar.
Autocarro. Well, I can see similar to Spanish. In Brazil, we say ônibus or busão.
Busão, yeah, I've heard
I say busão, but busão is like a slang for ônibus.
Yeah.
When I was a kid, I couldn't say ônibus. I couldn't pronounce it. So like,
Yeah,
I went through stages. In the beginning, I would say oms. Like I'm taking the oms. After it went to omnibus, and now it's ônibus. And like now I can read it.
In America, we say suit.
In Portugal, we say fato.
Did you just call me sorry? You just said ignore the O at the end.
Yeah. We're like, let's just ignore every vowel at the end.
In Brazil, Portuguese, we say terno. Some other parts you're gonna hear as terno.
Okay, but it's the same word.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's very different. I don't know. Terno?
Fato for me means fact. Like it's a fact. É um fato.
Yeah, for us as well. But there's both. There's like fato can mean fact and a suit.
Different. I mean, I think the three of us is pretty different.
In America, we say ice cream.
In Portugal, we say gelado.
No. Where's the O? I'm upset.
People getting triggered by Portuguese pronunciation. Like, try not to get triggered by this Portuguese pronunciating like just random words.
That just means cold for us. And we would say gelado. We would say gelado.
Okay.
Yeah.
We don't say just ice cream, we'll say gelato, which is based off of the Italian.
The
word.
Italian
Yeah,
gelato.
so,
We call that sorvete.
But we say sorvete. That's gelado.
but this is actually important to know because like ice cream, gelato, and sorbet.
They're different, but there's similar words in the middle that mean similar things but not the same thing. Italian will go for gelato, but gelato we call it's like a brand for ice cream, but for us the meaning is like cold.
Wait, oh,
That's Spanish.
gelado,
Cold. It means
yeah.
cold. Or ice cream.
In America, we say cup.
In Portugal, we say copo.
In Brazil we say copo.
Oh,
Cup.
that's very similar actually.
You also say copo, but you cut the O a little bit. It's like cop.
Yeah,
right?
Right. We gotta do it. It's our signature move.
It's the signature. It's eating the vowels.
What's the spelling of?
It's the same.
I think it's the same, right? C-O-P-O?
Yeah, the same. Maybe that was a Latin word that was like.
Yeah, seems like it. Okay, in America, we say refrigerator.
In Portugal, we say frigorífico.
I feel frigorific today.
Yeah.
In Brazil, we say either geladeira or refrigerador.
Very different.
If you say frigorífico, we might understand, but usually we would use it like as the place we leave the meat.
The freezer.
Yeah, it's like a freezer part.
But he cuts off the O again.
Yes,
Yeah,
frigorífico.
Frigorific.
Yeah.
So I feel like the words that are like more recent words that we use more recently versus like the ones that may have been made longer ago are more similar than the ones.
Yeah,
That makes sense, but I don't know. But
Cup,
refrigerator. It's
refrigerator.
Really...
I mean, it is.
She's more American than I am with that pronunciation.
Refrigerator.
Refrigerator. Cara.
Refrigerator, man.
Even a refrigerator is quite a recent thing. Like the farther you go in history, the more similar the Portuguese between the two. Do you guys use many English words?
Maybe.
Thinking about, yes.
Because
we
they're
actually
closer
do.
to America.
Yeah, maybe.
We actually do. The truth is, like, we mix a lot and we change a lot of English words into verbs. When you're playing a video game and then you go level up, we say upar. So like we change it
Upar,
because like
yeah, I've
up
heard about this one.
from English up, and then ar is the ending of a verb in Portuguese. So upar. I didn't realize we use like freezer was an English word, but it can come as congelador or refrigerador or freezer, like from different people.
So in America, we say brown.
In Portugal, we say castanho.
In Brazil, we say marrom or castanho, but it would be a little bit different because castanho is like more of like a honey brown.
Oh,
And brown we would call just marrom.
Yeah, I've heard marrom. I didn't know you guys use castanho too.
We do, like for example, usually when we're talking about eyes, we say castanho. So for example, I have castanho eyes.
In America, we call it the computer mouse.
In Portugal, we say rato.
I mean, you translated it. I get it. Because like mouse is rato.
Oh, ratón! Oh, wait!
Yeah, so like a literal mouse. We just,
Oh.
you can say like rato do computador, like computer
Yeah,
mouse.
like-
But everyone will understand if you say rato.
In Portuguese from Brazil, we say mousey.
Oh, yeah, because we also don't say, when I'm actually speaking to my friends, I don't say, where's my computer mouse?
Yeah, exactly. You say
I
like-
say, where's my mouse?
Yeah, where's the mouse?
But you say English,
Mousey.
mouse.
Mousey?
Mousey.
That's really
because
cute.
we read the E.
Yeah.
It sounds like German.
Yeah, we say rat, like straight up the animal rat. Yeah.
Where is my
Where's
rat?
my rat? I want it
Where's
now.
my red?
In America, we say, I'm going to school.
In Portugal, we say eu vou para a escola.
In Brazil, we would say eu tô indo pra escola.
Huh?
Like I am going. Tô is the verb to be. Going would be indo.
This one is pretty similar, but maybe it has to do with the region, because I feel like there could be some regions where it would be very different. Maybe.
The going to, can you compare the
say-
verb to go?
I mean, if I were to say perfect sentence, not like how people really would say, would be like eu estou indo para a escola. That's like more formal, but we
So
never
similar
say
to
that.
Spanish.
It is. It is really similar to Spanish.
Well, I would say eu vou para a escola.
We could say eu vou pra escola, but that would give like a different feeling. It would be like more of like, rather than like right now I'm doing
Going.
that.
A big difference between European Portuguese and Brazilian Portuguese is that they use a lot of the gerund. So like eu estou indo is this gerund.
more-
And then this, for us, eu vou means I
go.
go.
Yeah.
literally.
Yo voy kind of
Yeah,
thing.
exactly, yeah, I go.
I can hear the like similarities in Spanish when I listen to it.
Yeah.
That's why it's kind of easier to understand these simple.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In America, we say, I'm making lunch.
In Portugal, we say eu estou a fazer o almoço.
In Brazil, we say eu tô fazendo almoço.
Oh, I didn't think it would be so similar.
Really?
Yeah.
How did you think I was gonna say?
How do you call lunch?
Almoço.
Almoço?
Almost. And this time we really don't see the O in the end also. We say almost. It sounds like almost.
Is that, it does.
Right?
Is there any other things you can think of that are like similar or?
I don't think so.
I mean, there's a lot of different. One thing is like breakfast.
Café da manhã.
Yeah, so they call it like morning coffee and we call it pequeno almoço, which means small lunch.
That's interesting.
Like in Brazil, it's a thing. Like we drink coffee every morning. It's our breakfast. Like,
Okay.
we drink coffee
Oh,
and
it's a
bread. or
cultural
something.
difference.
That's what we say café da manhã.
And in Portuguese, they just eat
small
nothing
lunch.
in the morning.
It's a small lunch.
It's
Like
a small lunch.
the
Don't eat too
classical-
much, you'll get fat.
The classical European breakfast, like an espresso shot and a cigarette. It's a thing, like when people finish lunch, and I think our cultures are very family oriented as well. That plays a big role in.
Sit together and then you drink a coffee.
Yeah, we're also big on the dessert.
Rise. I think it was a really eye-opening experience actually, because I never sat down with Portuguese person and a Brazilian person and really like analyzed their cultures and, you know, analyze the differences and then watch them bicker about the the differences. All in all, we know that Brazil and Portugal have various like different dialects as well. While they're inspired by each other, they're totally different countries.
Yeah.
And there's some similarities in the culture, it seems. A lot of similarities in the culture. But yeah, I feel like it's kind of cool to just see what happens to a language when it's been separated by an entire ocean for years and years.
I think a good way to describe like a relationship between Portuguese people and Brazilian people, it's like two brothers.
Yeah.
They're always fighting, always speaking,
Yeah.
but then at the end of the day, they love each other.
Yeah, that's
Like-
true, that's true, that's true.
Although you will see like a lot of like small fights between Portuguese and Brazilian people, or like online, they're fighting about some small things. At the end of the day, like, I don't know, I love Brazil. Like, Brazil is amazing.
Yeah, same for Portugal.
So today we compared a few words between European Portuguese and Brazilian Portuguese, and we saw their differences.
If you liked the video, please comment down below, leave your like, and subscribe to the channel.
We'll see you next time.
Bye!